Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen. In this vlog we are going to do a couple of the morning routines. I'm going to show you the update on our mushroom, what we're growing. So it's about autumn vibes, we harvest, we preserve. We're going to make sauerkraut, freeze-dried cherry tomatoes. We're going to plant out the fall garden crops, peppermint and sunsets with chard, chicory, lettuces, kale, purple sprouting broccoli, cabbages. We're going to harvest some potatoes. And look at this cheese. I do make goat's cheese, what Juniper provides, the 3-liter milk daily. So I usually collect 11-12 liter and I make this lovely cheese. We're also going to make creamy tomato soup with homegrown mushrooms today. And just after I have a morning coffee, we're going to start on this vlog. So if you're interested, you are welcome. Let's go watch the vlog, friends. We are in the polytunnel and I am picking cherry tomatoes today, so we're going to freeze dry them. I will pick the black cherry and I'm gonna pick the yellow variety, the green doctors and some red variety as well. We're going to season it and freeze dry it. Also, I am picking this ground cherry. What I've not grown, it just came up in my homemade compost. I grew ground cherry years ago, so somehow managed to find its way to my compost, the seed, and now there's tons on it. So we need to come up with a recipe, like a dessert kind of recipe, so we can use them up. It is like a tomatillo, comes in a husk. It's just smaller and it's really sweet. It's got this little yellow cherry inside. It's beautiful. So good. I can actually just snack on it. Still got so much beans, but they're gone over now, so probably we're gonna leave them and harvest them as dried beans. But today I'm gonna focus in on the cherries. I like using cherry tomatoes to make tomato juice as well, and can. Oh, they're lovely in salad, soup, stews, snacks. And this variety, the black cherry, it's absolutely loaded. So I'm gonna take my time today, pick these to process it, friends. It's got this absolutely beautiful deep color, deep red. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm also harvesting tomatillo. These tomatillos are now ready. And they fill the husk up and they turn yellow. They're ready to pick. I honestly don't know. Oh, yes, of course. This is gonna be... But it's not a green giant because it's got like these green stripes on its tomatoes. It's so beautiful, but it is like a green giant because like this one, a smaller version, but this is ready now and it is actually green / yellow. Look, lovely tomatillo harvest. Look how beautiful this is, the black cherry variety. It's gorgeous. I am going to harvest this potato now, even though it's still flowering, because I really want to plant out the fall garden now. Wow, some big potatoes here. I'm going to harvest all these cabbages, the kohlrabi in the other bed, so we can plant out the fall garden, friends. Today we are freeze drying cherry tomatoes and we are going to make sauerkraut. The variety of the cherry tomatoes is the black cherry and the green doctors. Mostly the black cherry variety is so prolific, and I'm going to season it with a bit of this smoked sea salt. With the sauerkraut I'm going to use up the 2 red cabbages and these 2 baby green cabbages. I'm probably gonna mix it together, and we're going to add some sea salt to it and caraway seed and mixed peppercorn. So I'm just removing the stem, place it to the compost bin, and I'm just cutting the cherry tomatoes in half and placing it on a freeze drying trays and season it with a smoked sea salt, and that's it. You just place it to the freeze dryer. Give a good sprinkle of this smoked salt. And just look how beautiful these trays are looking. So it's all done. I've got a small freeze dryer with 4 trays in one. We're just going to move it there now. It is actually cooled down now. It's been 15 minutes since I've turned it on. And let's freeze dry these cherry tomatoes, and hopefully we can try some tomorrow. Look at these mushrooms, what we grew together, friends. I am so excited about this project. So today we're gonna harvest some of these and we're going to cook as part of our dinner. I actually have decided to turn the other freeze dryer on as well, because I've ended up with so many cherry tomatoes. And now I am making soup, tomato soup with a twist. So we're going to roast some tomatoes and tomatillos. I am just peeling the husk of these tomatillos. We're going to wash them, cut it up, roast it with these carrots as well we've harvested yesterday. And oops, and we're gonna make a lovely soup. I'm also using up some of these garlic cloves and the courgette we've harvested in that soup, and some parsley, and I'm just peeling the carrots. And our next job is to make the sauerkraut. I am ready to put some olive oil and some salt on these vegetables, and we're going to roast this for about 35 minutes. So what I have got in here, I've got courgette, garlic, carrots, olive oil and smoked sea salt, and over here we've got tomato and tomatillo with some olive oil and smoked sea salt, friends. Both of the freeze dryers on. They're probably gonna go till tomorrow, so we just leave it to it. We've got the soup ingredients roasting behind me in a roasting oven, and our next job is tackling the cabbages. So we are making sauerkraut. I managed to grow these amazing red cabbages this year, so we're just gonna cut the ends off. I'll give this to the goats, they love it. So actually I'm just gonna put this back, make sure it's not gonna end up in a compost bin, because the goats will really appreciate that. And I'm just gonna go in half and half again. Always amazes me how wonderful these cabbages are looking inside. So anything what's like not looking so great will probably end up, I'm gonna give it to the goats, friends. Going to thinly slice this cabbage, and then we're going to weigh, and I'm going to put a tablespoon of salt to each kilogram of these cut cabbages, and we're going to give a good massage. I won't be adding the rest of the ingredients until kind of like we're well over halfway in the sauerkraut, not making progress. Smells out of this world. So good. The tomatillo, tomatoes, the courgette, the carrot, the garlic. Oh, delicious. I'm also making a good progress cutting up all these cabbages. So if I see a bad bit, I just put it in a compy. Otherwise, we're all good. And we're just going to weigh this next and see how much salt we need to put to this project. I basically blitzed all the ingredients together, and now I'm adding milk to it, and we're just going to bring this up to a simmer and season it with salt and pepper, and our soup is done. I'm going to serve this with croutons. Our lovely tomato soup, it's done. I'm gonna use, let's see, so we have got 3 kilograms of shredded mixed cabbages. To this we are adding 3 tablespoons of salt. I just want to measure these ingredients actually. I call it half a tablespoon of caraway seed, 2 tablespoons of mixed peppercorn, 3 tablespoons of sea salt. Perfect. So I have got 3 pots in here, so we're gonna start with 1/3 of this salt first, and we're gonna give it a very good massage. I would say for a good couple of minutes. And then you leave it to rest for 20 minutes and come back, massage it again for a couple of minutes, let it rest. As soon as we start the brine coming through, we add more to it. More cabbage, more salt until it finishes. And then I'm going to add the caraway seed with the mixed peppercorn before we're going to put it in a crock pot. That soup smells gorgeous. I cannot wait to have a taste test. I have just finished dishing up the soup. I thought before we're gonna have a lovely dinner, I would like to try this first together with you. Let's see what it tastes like. Wow. That is delicious. That is amazing. Wow. Freeze dry is still freezing. I would like to try some of these mushrooms what we grew, friends. Wow, it smells delicious. I might just fry a couple up, put it as a garnish on top of our soup. Sauerkraut I've been massaging and having rest for quite a while now. Probably 2 hours ago we started. So the secret is to let it rest, you know, as much as possible. So there is a time for the sugar, not the sugar, the salt to work on these cabbage cells, break it up and release in all that liquid. Can you see? So we put no water in there or anything. This is pure salt and cabbage brine. I am now going to fill the pot, and this pot was overflowing when we started and now it's literally third way down. I'm really going to push it down. Need to be submerged in this brine. I add in the caraway seed and the peppercorn. As we go. This is gonna be like flavoring, give beautiful flavor to our end result. Gonna put this down here on this step and push it real hard. And pour the extra brine over. It's lovely and purple colour. Now time to put these stones. I'll bring you closer in a sec and show you. And I push down on these stones. Can you see it's submerged under that brine? I'm not sure how visible it is, but that's how it should be. This is now perfect. Put the lid on. I'm going to leave it here on this tray because it's in my way. So I see if it needs topping up with water, and then I'll top it up.
And that's it, friends.
The first freeze dryer just finished, other one is still going. And look at this. Wow. Let's try one. Wow. That is exploding in the mouth. That is so good. Wow. I literally just took this out of the freeze dryer a minute ago. I just wait till it slightly cools down, break it, and I'm just going to fill these mason jars and we're going to vacuum seal them. I'm ready to go on the pantry shelf. Wow, friends. I love when the freeze dryer doing a good job. It's playing up a little bit with the other machine. I think I need to change the oil. This one, looking good. Just drop one, let's see if Sandy likes it. Right? Yummy. So one tray filled, one jar. So I'm going to need 4 jars. Just break it up first. I'll just show you how I vacuum seal them. So literally, this is the wide mouth jar. So I'm just gonna reuse these lids. And push it on, press, and this is gonna just vacuum seal it. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me again the last couple of days. We have done a lot. I really enjoyed making the sauerkraut again and freeze drying these tomatoes. If you're interested, the upcoming few vlogs, weeks, it's going to be about preserving. We've still got lots to do, and then we're going to talk about our holidays if you're interested. So, well, I hope you have a wonderful week and see you very soon. Bye, friends. This is 83%. That'll do.